last one I'm going to show you is the Setlist app. This one was designed to not be Yamaha specific, just based on the description that is on the App Store. So if I launch it, because it is not Motif specific, it doesn't look like it has wireless in here. So you have to set up through core MIDI. So whether you have a Yamaha IMX1 when it comes out, or you connect a USB cable or a MIDI interface that can work with the camera kit as well. Actually, I'm going to go through the USB port of the Motif. So you see that USB cable is going to the USB port on the back of the Motif. And if I go to the Motif, you need to go press the utility button, and then you need to go to Control, and we need to change the network setting to USB. There we go, that's done. So now if we go back to here, and I select song 1, it's kind of nice, you can have your own notes you want to type in there. I hit this program button on the right here, and then you'll see in the screen 12700. 12700 will, if I press this button right here, it will actually send that information to whatever channel it's on. So channel 1, MSB value 127, LSB value 0, and a program change. So for those who don't know MIDI, just kind of brief overview. Channel is just, there's 16 channels in one MIDI cable through one port usually. And then 127 and 0 is for MSB and LSB value. That's mainly to select banks. So that gives you, if you're in preset preset bank A or B or 1 or whatever, and then the program change selects which voice in that bank. So if I press this right here, that 1 button right there, it'll actually transmit that. So if we go to the Motif, you'll see the voice is actually Flug legato, and then if you go back to the iPad, you'll see if I press this button, I'm just going to show you me pressing the button. Now if we go back to the Motif, it actually is a different voice. So that voice, those values that I sent via MIDI, sent it to this voice. So I'm going to press the number 2 here. If you go back to the iPad, you'll see the voice change again. The MIDI channel is 1, MSB value 63, 63, 0, 0. I press 2, it'll transmit that, which sends it to full concert grand. So the idea behind this is, if you go back to the iPad, is you can have your notes for your gig. This is a live application. So basically you can type in, song 1 is whatever, maybe you can have, 1 equals song 1, 2 equals song 2, 3 equals song 3, and then you can have notes about the, what key you're in, you can have, actually, I probably should show you what they have in here already, because it kind of gives you an idea what you could do with it. So, intro, concert grand, XF8. This is song 1. And then if you want to go to the next one, this on the bottom right hand corner, there's like a down and up button. And then if you go to, if I press down to go to the next song or the next group of settings you have, and it gives you kind of like, here are the chords you're doing, if you forget what chords you're playing. And if you notice, the backdrop is changing too, so that kind of gives, I guess, a little bit of eye candy. Oh, that's the end. So that's pretty nice. So, like, I guess this one, the top area here would be set list, so that would be your listing of songs for that, maybe for that night. And then the bottom here would be like the songs, or what part of the gig you're on that night. So overall, I think it's a pretty cool app for what it is. I think they'll probably add some more functionality to it. At this point, it seems to be pretty basic. I wished I guess I would have liked to have seen that I could assign more than 5. Then maybe I can have 16 I can control, but maybe in real world you're not using 16 sounds at once for one player. But in any case, it's got some pretty cool functionality. Alright, so with the Motif XF OS 1.2, it gives you mainly wireless network connectivity. But with this feature, it opens up a whole new set of things you can do. You can save and load data wirelessly through the network. You can store all your stuff on your computer, Windows or Mac. So you can have your AW file, your samples. You can record WAV files to your computer from your Motif. You can actually bounce down your song or pattern as a mixed down stereo WAV file to your computer. You can actually also use the iPad apps that have been released, so it gives you a bigger interface to work with, and actually give you some new functionality. There's one of the apps that says it gives you some arpeggios, and so you can do some pretty cool stuff, and it all communicates via wirelessly to your Motif XF. You just got to get a compatible wireless USB network adapter. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. If there's any particular feature you want to see more in depth, or a particular Yamaha iPad app that you'd like to see more in depth, please post that as well. Otherwise, if you find any of these videos to be beneficial to you in any way, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks.